You have carried weight long enough. Some days feel heavier than others. Some mornings arrive without light. The alarm sounds and responsibility is already waiting. Expectations, deadlines, unfinished goals. Yet something inside you refuses to quit. Something steady, something unbreakable. That voice is why you are here. This is the moment everything changes for you, not because life suddenly softens, not because challenges disappear, but because you decide to rise differently, because you choose strength over surrender. Happiness is not something you wait for. It is something you build, brick by brick, thought by thought, even in storms, especially in storms. You are not broken, you are becoming. Pressure is shaping you. Resistance is refining you. Imagine waking up steady, focused, grounded, unshaken by circumstances. Imagine leading your emotions instead of being led by them. Calm when others panic, clear when others doubt. Stand still for a second. Feel that possibility growing inside you. Good. Now move. Chapter 1. The decision to own your inner world. There is a quiet space inside you that no storm can touch. Before the noise, before the pressure, before the world begins pulling at your attention. In that space, you are steady. Life moves fast. Expectations rise. Circumstances shift without warning. Some days feel smooth. Others feel like resistance at every step. Yet beneath all of it, one truth remains. You cannot control the storm, but you command your response. This is where happiness begins, not in comfort, not in perfect timing, not in external approval. It begins in ownership. Pause for a moment and observe your inner world, the thoughts that appear without invitation, the emotions that surge when something does not go your way, the tension that tightens your chest when uncertainty arrives. None of these make you weak, they make you human. But leadership begins when you stop being ruled by them. There is a difference between feeling and surrendering. You can feel disappointment without becoming defeated. You can feel pressure without collapsing. You can feel fear without stepping back. Ownership is the line between reaction and response. For a long time, perhaps without realizing it, you allowed circumstances to dictate your state. A difficult conversation shaped your mood for hours. A setback influenced your confidence. A delay interrupted your focus. It seemed natural, automatic, almost justified. But automatic is not powerful. This is the first shift. You versus your old self. Your old self waits for motivation, waits for better conditions, waits for someone else to change first. Your old self blames timing, blames pressure, blames the complexity of the world. Your old self complains silently, not always out loud, sometimes only inside, a quiet narrative that says, "This is unfair, this is too much, this should be easier." There is no judgment here, only awareness, and awareness is power, because the moment you see the pattern, you can interrupt it. The new you decides that mood will not control direction, decides that difficulty will not define identity, decides that peace is self-created. Imagine yourself as the captain of a ship in turbulent waters. The waves are high, the wind is loud, the sky is unclear. You cannot command the ocean to calm, you cannot order the wind to stop, but you hold the wheel. If the captain panics, the ship drifts. If the captain freezes, the ship turns aimlessly. If the captain blames the sea, nothing improves. But if the captain steadies their breath, tightens their grip, and focuses forward, the ship moves with intention. You are that captain. Your mind is the wheel. Your thoughts are the direction. Ownership means you stop shouting at the storm and start steering. Stand up. Not physically, but internally. Rise within your own awareness. Recognize that every reaction is a choice, sometimes fast, sometimes subtle, but still a choice. When frustration appears, pause. When doubt whispers, question it. When anger rises, slow your breathing. This is not suppression, it is command. There is strength in saying, this emotion exists, but it does not lead. You are not here to eliminate feeling. You are here to lead it. It is easier to say, they made me feel this way, It is simpler to believe that circumstances own your mood, but simplicity is not growth. Growth begins with the sentence, "I choose my response." Say it quietly. I choose my response. Say it quietly. I choose my response. Feel the shift in that statement. It removes blame. It removes helplessness. It replaces them with authority. You are not a passenger in your own mind. You are the driver. Ownership requires awareness, and awareness requires stillness. You cannot lead what you refuse to observe. Notice your patterns. Notice when your thoughts spiral. Notice when you predict the worst. Notice when you replay old conversations. Do not criticize yourself for it. Simply observe. Observation creates distance. Distance creates choice. And choice creates freedom. The old self reacts instantly. The new self inserts a pause. That pause is small, almost invisible, yet it changes everything. In that pause you ask, what response serves the person I am becoming? This is leadership over self. You know what needs to be done. Stand up, decide, claim your mind. The world will continue presenting challenges. Deadlines will not disappear. Expectations will not soften, but your internal posture can transform. Instead of shrinking, you expand. Instead of resisting reality, you respond with clarity. When something goes wrong, you do not say, "Why does this always happen to me?" You say, "What is my next move?" When someone misunderstands you, you do not collapse inward. You say, "I remain steady." When uncertainty appears, you do not freeze. You say, "I will navigate this." This is not denial. It is direction. There is calm in ownership, a grounded strength. When you accept that your inner world is your responsibility, you stop chasing control over everything else. You focus on what is truly yours, your thoughts, your words, your actions. Everything else is secondary. Picture yourself 1 year from now, 12 months of practicing ownership, 12 months of choosing response over reaction, 12 months of interrupting negative spirals and replacing them with intention. Imagine your posture more upright, more composed. Imagine your voice steady, measured, clear. Imagine how others feel around you, safe, inspired, grounded. This is not fantasy. This is repetition. Ownership practiced daily becomes identity. There will be moments when the old self tries to return. It will suggest comfort in blame. It will offer relief in complaint. It will whisper that reacting is easier. Smile at that voice, then choose differently. You are becoming the person who wins internally before winning externally. You are building emotional endurance. You are strengthening mental discipline. You are proving to yourself that peace is not dependent on perfection. Happiness begins here, not in events but in ownership of interpretation. When something unexpected happens today, practice this. Pause. Breathe in slowly. Exhale fully. Ask, who do I choose to be right now? That question alone separates the old you from the emerging leader within. Say it clearly now. I decide who I become. Let that sentence settle. You decide when to stay calm. You decide when to focus. You decide when to focus. You decide when to rise. The storm may continue. The waves may crash, but your hands remain on the wheel. And as you steer with intention, something powerful happens. The chaos outside loses influence over the clarity inside. You stop chasing control over everything. You master what matters most, your inner world. This is the first victory, the invisible one, the foundation beneath all future success. And as you hold that wheel, steady and unshaken, you begin to sense something deeper forming within you, a strength that does not depend on conditions, a happiness rooted in command rather than comfort. You feel it building. You are no longer drifting. You are steering. Chapter 2. Redefining happiness as strength, not comfort. You have been taught to associate happiness with ease, smooth days, pleasant conversations, effortless progress. Comfort feels good. It feels safe. It feels deserved. And there is nothing wrong with comfort. But comfort is not the foundation of a powerful life. Comfort is a season. Strength is a structure. Happiness is not laughter every hour. It is not constant excitement. It is not the absence of difficulty. Real happiness is stability under pressure. It is the ability to remain centered when expectations rise. It is the ability to move forward when resistance appears. Happiness is resilience in motion. Look closely at your own experience. The moments you felt most proud were not the easiest moments. They were the moments you endured, the moments you persisted, the moments you showed up despite fatigue, doubt, or uncertainty. That pride was not comfort, that pride was strength. There is a quiet illusion in the world that says happiness is found in avoiding struggle, that if you eliminate friction, you will finally feel at peace, that if circumstances align perfectly, joy will naturally follow. But growth does not happen in perfect alignment. Growth happens in resistance. Strength is built where effort is required. Imagine an athlete training in the rain. The track is wet, the air is cold, muscles ache. Every step demands focus. No applause, no audience, just repetition, just discipline. In that moment there is no comfort, yet there is purpose. Each stride strengthens endurance. Each breath deepens capacity. Each drop of rain becomes a reminder you are training beyond conditions. That athlete is not chasing easy. They are building power. Now imagine a leader standing in the middle of a crisis. Deadlines tightening, voices rising, uncertainty spreading. The room looks for stability. The room looks for direction. The leader does not collapse. The leader does not panic. The leader breathes slowly, speaks clearly, smiles calmly. That smile is not ignorance, it is command. Happiness in that moment is not excitement, it is composure. It is the steady belief that solutions can be created. It is the refusal to let chaos enter the inner world. This is the shift. Stop chasing easy. Easy weakens discipline. Easy postpones growth. Easy feels satisfying in the moment but leaves you unprepared for the next challenge. Choose growth. Growth stretches you. Growth challenges you. Growth asks more from you than you thought possible. But growth also expands your capacity. It increases your confidence. It strengthens your identity. Choose depth. Depth means understanding that short-term pleasure is not the same as long-term fulfillment. Depth means accepting discomfort today to build strength tomorrow. Depth means investing in your future self, even when the present moment feels demanding. Delayed gratification is not punishment. It is strategy. When you resist the urge for immediate comfort, you build trust with yourself. You prove that your long-term vision matters more than temporary ease. You develop patience. You develop focus. You develop resilience. Happiness becomes something different. It becomes the quiet satisfaction of progress, the calm confidence of preparation, the internal stability that comes from knowing you are growing. There will be days when comfort calls you, when it says, rest longer. Avoid the challenge, postpone the effort, listen carefully. Sometimes rest is necessary, but avoidance is different. Avoidance shrinks your world. Courage expands it. You are not here to shrink. You are here to expand. The tension between comfort and growth will always exist. You will feel it when you consider waking earlier to train your mind. You will feel it when you choose to learn instead of scroll. You will feel it when you speak up instead of staying silent. In those moments, pause. Ask yourself, which version of me does this decision strengthen? Your old self seeks immediate relief. The emerging version of you seeks lasting power. You are becoming the person who wins. Winning is not defined by trophies alone. It is defined by self-mastery. It is defined by emotional control. It is defined by discipline sustained over time. Happiness as comfort fades quickly. It depends on circumstances aligning perfectly. And circumstances rarely remain perfect. When comfort becomes your definition of happiness, every inconvenience feels like a threat. But happiness as strength remains steady. It does not disappear when plans change. It does not collapse when obstacles appear. It adapts, it adjusts, it moves, resilience in motion. That is your new standard. You do not need constant excitement. You need steady growth. You do not need effortless days. You need meaningful effort. There is empowerment in this understanding. When you stop demanding that life feel easy, you stop being disappointed by difficulty. Difficulty becomes part of the process. Resistance becomes a signal of expansion. You begin to welcome challenge, not because it is comfortable, but because it is transformative. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, after choosing growth repeatedly, your posture stronger, your focus sharper, your emotions steadier. When pressure appears, you do not flinch. When opportunity appears, you are prepared. That preparation is happiness. That readiness is joy. The world may continue promoting the illusion that happiness is endless pleasure, but you see deeper now. You understand that pleasure is temporary. Strength is sustainable. You create meaning. Meaning does not arrive automatically. You assign it. When a task feels difficult, you attach growth to it. When a setback appears, you attach learning to it. When discomfort arises, you attach expansion to it. You control interpretation, and interpretation shapes emotion. This is internal leadership. You lead your thoughts towards strength. You guide your reactions toward growth. You train your mind to see opportunity and resistance. Say it clearly. I rise, not only when things are easy, not only when you feel motivated, but especially when conditions test you. When you wake up and energy feels low, you rise. When criticism appears, you rise. When plans shift unexpectedly, you rise. Each time you rise, resilience strengthens. Resilience is not dramatic. It is quiet repetition. It is choosing discipline over distraction. It is choosing long-term satisfaction over short-term comfort. You are building something deeper than temporary happiness. You are building emotional endurance. Picture the athlete again, finishing the session in the rain. Clothes soaked, muscles tired, heart steady. There is no loud celebration, just a quiet sense of accomplishment. That feeling is powerful. It is earned. It is internal. Picture the leader after the crisis passes, the team stabilized, direction restored, calm maintained. The satisfaction does not come from avoiding the challenge. It comes from navigating it successfully. You are capable of that same strength. Stop chasing easy. Choose growth. Choose depth. Let those commands echo in your decisions today. When you redefine happiness as strength, you free yourself from dependency on perfect circumstances. You no longer wait for everything to feel right before you feel good. You generate stability from within, and stability creates confidence. Confidence creates momentum. Momentum creates progress. This is the upward cycle. Happiness becomes a byproduct of resilience. Joy becomes the reward of discipline. Fulfillment becomes the outcome of consistent growth. You are not here for fragile happiness. You are here for unshakable strength. And as this understanding settles deeper, you begin to sense a new kind of power forming inside you, a readiness to train your mind with intention from the very first moment each day begins. Chapter 3. Mastering your morning mind. The day begins long before the sun rises, before the noise of emails, messages, and obligations, before the world demands your attention, before anyone tells you what you should do or feel. There is a quiet moment, a battlefield unseen, a space entirely your own. Your mind awakens first. Your thoughts emerge like the first light spilling across the horizon, and those thoughts determine everything. The morning is your reset button. Every sunrise offers you a choice. A chance to take command before distraction arrives, to decide the state of your inner world before anyone or anything attempts to dictate it, to lead yourself with clarity before the chaos of the day seeks to pull you into reaction. Wake with intention, not lazily, not distractedly, not hoping the day will align for you, but consciously, purposefully. Guard your focus. Protect your energy. The first thoughts you allow set the tone for all that follows. When your mind drifts to worry, pause. When your attention flits to resentment, redirect. The internal dialogue you start with becomes the reality you live through. Silence is strength. Secrecy is power. You do not need to announce your strategy. You do not need applause or validation. What matters is the discipline to lead your mind consistently every morning. Imagine this, 365 intentional mornings in a row. Each day begins with a command. Each day begins with a command. Each day begins with purpose. Each day strengthens the foundation of your mental fortitude. Think of the compounded effect. One morning of mastery builds 2 days of momentum, 2 days of mantemis, kao gikabat. A month of mastery becomes identity. A year of mastery transforms your life. You know the old pattern, groggy, reactive, waiting for motivation to arrive. That is the past. The new you acts first. The new you sets the tone before circumstances have a chance to dictate mood. Wake up, breathe deep, stand tall. You lead today, no hesitation. Your thoughts are the compass, your attention is the sail. Your morning choices chart the course for the hours that follow. Miss this window, and the day slips away, shaped by distraction and reaction. Own it, and you harness your most powerful resource, the first moments of awareness. Consider your surroundings. A quiet room, a cold shower, a journal, a stretch. These are not chores, they are tools. Tools to prime your mind, to sharpen focus. To reinforce that, you are the architect of your day, not the passive inhabitant. The sunrise outside mirrors your internal awakening. Each lightning sky, each breaking dawn is a reminder. Reset is always available. No matter yesterday, no matter last week, today is yours. Discipline here is subtle but profound. Choosing to rise, to breathe, to align, sets an invisible standard. Others may not notice, but you will. Energy shifts, mood stabilizes, momentum begins, confidence grows silently. This is the power of the morning mind. Small choices compounded, the quiet victories of deliberate preparation, the calm before engagement, the inner alignment before action. Every morning the same commands: wake with intention, guard your focus, protect your energy, silence, stillness, control. Your mind does not require noise to affirm itself. Its authority comes from the consistent practice of early leadership. The old self hesitates, groans, or resists the alarm. The new self rises decisively, claiming ownership of time, of attention, of emotion. You are that new self. You choose readiness. You choose focus. You choose power before the world demands it. Transformation occurs when repetition becomes identity. Every intentional morning strengthens the pattern. Every morning you guard your mind reinforces your command over distraction. Every morning you rise before the world imposes its chaos, solidifies your resilience. Now imagine, 1 year from now, 365 mornings where your first thought is a choice. 365 mornings where you prime your mind, align your energy, and set a course intentionally. That accumulation cannot be undone. That accumulation makes you unshakable. That accumulation proves to yourself every day that you are a leader of your inner world. Wake up, breathe deep, stand tall. You lead today. No hesitation. Feel the difference, the awareness, the alertness, the alertness, the alertness, the subtle strength that arises when your mind is first in command. You are no longer a passive participant. You are awake. You are ready. Say it now. I am ready. Carry that into the rest of the day. Every decision, every action, every interaction flows from this first command. The rhythm of your morning establishes the rhythm of your life, and as the day begins in alignment, you notice the unseen transformation building inside: steadiness, clarity, power, momentum. You are mastering your mind before the world even wakes. The sunrise outside mirrors the awakening inside. The horizon expands, and so does your potential. The first moments of the day belong to you. Claim them, guard them, own them. The battle has already begun before the world even stirs, and in this battle you are already winning. Chapter 4. Emotional discipline in difficult moments. Life will test you. It does not ask permission. Traffic snarls, deadlines loom, loss arrives uninvited, pressure mounts from all sides. Moments appear when everything feels too much, when the noise is louder than your calm. These are the moments that reveal character. These are the moments that determine who you become. The old self reacts instinctively. A sharp word, a heavy sigh, an inward collapse. Impatience flares, frustration erupts. Emotions become wildfire, consuming clarity, burning focus, leaving regret in their wake. The new self pauses, not to avoid feeling, but to master it. Pause, breathe, choose. 3 small acts that change everything. A pause inserts awareness. A breath restores presence. Choice redirects energy towards strength. You are learning to feel deeply but respond wisely. Consider fire. There is fire in a controlled furnace, hot, alive, powerful, contained. It produces energy, heat, light. There is fire as wildfire, uncontrolled, destructive, chaotic. Your emotions are the same. You can allow them to rage unchecked, or you can harness them with discipline. Controlled fire strengthens, wildfire destroys. Frustration rises when someone fails to meet your expectations, when a plan collapses, when the world seems unfair. You notice it, you acknowledge it, you feel it. This is not weakness, it is humanity. You are alive, but recognition alone is not enough. What you do next is everything. Pause. A single moment of awareness can shift your trajectory. Your old reflex may want to lash out, complain, or retreat. The new self steps in. This is leadership over self. This is command over internal reaction. Breathe. Slowly, intentionally. Draw in clarity. Release tension with each exhale. Let distraction fade. Let impulse lose its grip. Let the moment of pressure become a space for reflection rather than reaction. Choose. The choice is always yours. You may respond with anger or patience. Now, you may speak hastily or with wisdom. You may allow stress to dictate your behavior or allow awareness to guide it. Choosing wisely transforms the energy of difficulty into fuel for growth. The test arrives again and again. Each time the pattern repeats. Frustration appears. Pause, breathe, choose. Each repetition strengthens your capacity. You are no longer fragile. You are no longer ruled by impulse. You are practicing emotional discipline as a skill, as a habit, as a form of leadership over yourself. Imagine the fire of a controlled furnace. Its heat energizes. Its light illuminates. It warms without consuming. This is how your emotions function when mastered. Even in the hottest pressure, you remain steady. You channel energy rather than waste it. You respond with clarity rather than chaos. When someone cuts you off in traffic, you notice the irritation and decide to release it instead of escalating. When criticism arrives unexpectedly, you acknowledge your discomfort and respond with calm inquiry rather than defensiveness. When deadlines loom, you recognize the pressure and adjust focus rather than panic. Each choice reinforces your leadership over self. Frustration is not erased. Anxiety does not vanish immediately, but your response shifts. Clarity returns, peace returns, strength grows. You discover that the power to remain steady is not found in circumstance. It is found in mastery of your own internal state. You begin to notice a pattern emerging. Life will always present pressure. People will always present pressure. People will always test your patience. Circumstances will always challenge your control. But you, trained, disciplined, and aware, are no longer fragile. You are resilient. You are steady. You are grounded. You are emotionally unshakable. Pause, breathe, choose. These 3 steps are the foundation of mastery. They are not theoretical, they are actionable. They can be applied now, this moment when tension rises in your chest, when impulses surge in your mind. The moment you implement them, you reclaim power, you reclaim composure, you reclaim composure, you reclaim your presence. Picture a controlled furnace. Sparks rise, heat radiates, light shines. It is alive, dynamic, powerful but contained. You are that furnace. Your energy flows through you. Your emotions burn brightly, illuminating insight, motivation, focus. You direct the flame rather than letting it consume everything. You transform what could destroy into what empowers. The new self does not suppress feelings. It does not deny human experience. It accepts fully, processes deliberately, and then responds intentionally. It converts energy into action rather than reaction. Frustration into forward movement rather than stagnation, anxiety into awareness rather than chaos. This is not calm by accident. It is calm by practice. It is steadiness earned through repetition. It is mastery forged in difficult moments. Each choice to pause, breathe, and choose reinforces identity. Each practice shapes the neural pathways of composure. Each repetition cements your ability to stand unwavering in the midst of challenge. You are no longer a passive participant in your emotional life. You are the leader. You are the steward. You are the captain navigating internal turbulence with skill and presence. The world outside may remain unpredictable. Deadlines may surge. Traffic may choke. Loss may arrive unexpectedly. Pressure will persist. But inside, you have built a fortress. Your reactions are no longer hasty. Your energy is no longer scattered. Your mind is clear. Your response is deliberate. Feel it now, that steadiness rising inside, that awareness expanding, that control settling into your body. Your pulse is calmer, your posture steadier, your thoughts sharper. Your inner furnace burns with power, not chaos. Pause, breathe, choose. You are ready, you are capable, you are strong, you are disciplined, you are emotionally unshakable, and in the midst of difficulty, as the world challenges you again and again, you remain firm. You are not defined by reaction, you are defined by leadership over self. The controlled fire inside is yours to guide, and as you step forward into the next challenge, you do so with clarity, presence, and unyielding strength. Chapter 5. Gratitude as a weapon. Gratitude is not a soft sentiment. It is not a polite acknowledgement of what is easy to see. It is a weapon, a tool, a strategy. It is a deliberate act that rewires perception, transforms energy, and creates strength from what others might call hardship. When life feels heavy, when setbacks appear, when loss leaves a shadow across your path, gratitude is the lever that shifts perspective. Not passive thankfulness, not superficial acknowledgement, strategic gratitude, the kind that trains your mind to see opportunity in difficulty, lesson in challenge, power in adversity. Consider a person who has lost everything: career, relationship, financial stability. On the surface there is chaos, confusion, pain, yet inside they practice deliberately. Every morning they look again. Every setback becomes an object lesson. Every failure is examined for insight. They ask themselves, what can I learn? How can this make me stronger? Look again. It is the first command. Do not settle for the obvious. Do not assume everything is as it appears. Look beneath surface frustration. Look beneath immediate disappointment. Look beyond the loss into the potential it hides. There is always a seed of growth, even when circumstances scream otherwise. Find the lesson. Do not dismiss struggle as meaningless. Each challenge holds information. Each obstacle contains instruction. Your mind is the soil. Every moment of reflection, every moment of discernment nourishes the roots of resilience. Find the lesson, extract the wisdom, and convert it into action. Extract the strength. Pain is unavoidable. Loss is unavoidable. Pressure is unavoidable. But power over your reaction is available. You extract strength by recognizing what is within your control and amplifying it. Strength is not found by avoiding hardship. It is built by confronting it, processing it, and integrating it into your identity. Gratitude trains delayed gratification. You learn to pause, to reflect, to extract long-term benefit rather than demand immediate relief. A moment of reflection becomes a day of clarity. A day of clarity becomes weeks of momentum. Momentum compounds into mastery. Transformation begins with repetition. Small, deliberate acts of gratitude reinforce your capacity to see beyond circumstance. Your mind rewires. Your perception expands. Challenges no longer dominate your vision. They become instruments for your growth. Find one thing, then another, then another. Build momentum. Keep going. Don't stop. Do not wait for inspiration to strike. Do not wait for life to reward you automatically. Every deliberate act of gratitude strengthens the neural pathways of resilience. Every moment you choose to focus on opportunity rather than setback, your emotional center expands. You are building a fortress of deception that cannot easily be shaken. Think of the person rebuilding after loss. Every day they rise and scan their life for evidence of progress. Small victories, overlooked opportunities, unnoticed improvements. These become their anchor. One step forward, one lesson learned, one insight absorbed, then the next, then the next. Over time, what seemed fragile becomes formidable. The mind that once perceived loss as defeat now sees it as fuel. Gratitude does not mean ignoring pain. It does not mean pretending all is perfect. It means seeing clearly and choosing what serves you. It means actively engaging with reality and finding the strands of strength hidden in difficulty. Look again, find the lesson, extract the strength, repeat over and over until momentum builds, until the mind no longer defaults to complaint, until strength becomes instinct. Every challenge becomes a teacher. Every obstacle becomes a guide. Every failure becomes a stepping stone. You do not wait for happiness or ease. You cultivate it strategically through perception. This practice elevates you beyond circumstance. You begin to notice subtle patterns. You notice hidden opportunities. You anticipate lessons before the storm hits. You transform resistance into preparation, disappointment into insight, and struggle into power. Find one thing, then another, then another. Build momentum. Keep going. Don't stop. Repetition strengthens identity. The emerging self does not collapse under pressure. The emerging self does not dwell on loss. The emerging self identifies what is useful, extracts it, and applies it. Strength becomes habitual. Resilience becomes instinct. Gratitude becomes weaponized perception. You rise above external conditions. You lead internally. Your emotional center stabilizes, your focus sharpens, your clarity grows. Life no longer dictates, your awareness does. Imagine yourself in this practice daily. Every morning, every challenge, every encounter becomes a laboratory for intentional perception. You train your mind, you test your focus, you reinforce that. Progress is inevitable for the disciplined observer. You train for strength, you train for growth, you train for leadership over yourself. Affirm it now. I see strength in every challenge. And as you repeat this affirmation, you realize that the weight of circumstance diminishes, the noise of hardship fades. What remains is your sharpened mind, your resilient spirit, your cultivated power. You no longer react passively. You respond strategically. You act deliberately. You transform difficulty into advantage. Every moment of practice compounds. Every repetition reinforces identity. You are no longer at the mercy of circumstance. You are a strategist of perception, a builder of resilience, a master of opportunity. This is the weapon of gratitude. Not soft, not passive, strategic, unyielding, transformational. Look again, find the lesson, extract the strength, build momentum. Keep going, don't stop. And as you move forward, every challenge you encounter is no longer a threat. It is ammunition for growth, a tool for mastery, a force you now wield deliberately. Chapter 6. Building unshakable self-trust. Trust is earned, but first, it must be given to yourself. The world tests trust constantly. People, circumstances, and challenges demand you adapt, bend, and negotiate your commitments. And yet, the most fundamental relationship you have, the one that shapes every choice, every action, every moment of happiness, is the one you maintain with yourself. Broken self-trust erodes confidence, drains energy, and diminishes the joy of accomplishment. When you fail to honor your word to yourself, even in small matters, you build internal fractures. Doubt takes root, frustration grows, momentum collapses. But self-trust is not fragile, it can be forged, and like any fortress, it is built brick by brick. Each promise kept, each action followed through, each moment of discipline laid down strengthens the walls. You build a fortress within a foundation that no circumstance can shake, no opinion can undermine, no setback can dismantle. Do what you said. The power of this simple command cannot be overstated. Every time you commit to a task and complete it, however small, you send a signal to yourself. You are reliable. Your word carries weight. Your intention manifests into reality. Every act of follow-through compounds trust, creating a momentum that fortifies identity. Finish what you start. Half-hearted effort corrodes self-respect. Abandoned projects whisper doubt into your mind, teaching your inner self that promises are optional. That pattern ends today. You finish what you start, not for approval, not for recognition, but because your word is sacred. Your commitment to yourself is non-negotiable. Completion becomes ritual, a reinforcement of capability, a proof that you can be counted on. Show up again. Even when fatigue, doubt, or discomfort arrives, you rise, you return, you persist. Each return strengthens the bridge between intention and action. Show up consistently, and you rewrite the narrative of your life. The emerging self does not quit when it is hard. The emerging self does not negotiate away integrity. It perseveres. Conflict intensifies. You versus your old self. The part of you that procrastinates, rationalizes, blames, or retreats. That voice whispers, later, tomorrow, not now. You hear it, you acknowledge it, but you do not obey. You respond differently, you rise, you act, you follow through. Every moment you resist the old self, the walls of your fortress grow stronger. Doubt may flare, hesitation may appear. The mind questions whether you are capable. That is natural, that is necessary. Confront it directly. Let doubt meet disciplined action. Let hesitation collide with persistence, and watch as pride rises from the union of awareness and commitment. Each act of self-trust cultivates confidence that cannot be borrowed. No mentor, no peer, no circumstance can provide this security. It is cultivated internally through repeated alignment between intention and action. A life lived in agreement with one's word produces harmony within, a sense of power that radiates outward. Consider the metaphor of the fortress again. Every act of reliability is a brick. Some bricks are small, waking early, completing a short task, honoring a commitment to practice a skill. Others are larger, meeting a challenging deadline, navigating a difficult conversation, holding firm to a principle when it costs socially or emotionally. Each adds weight, stability, and permanence to the structure of self. Over time, these bricks form walls so thick that fear cannot penetrate, anxiety cannot unsettle, and temptation cannot erode. Imagine looking in the mirror 1 year from now. You see a person who finishes what they start. You see a person whose word is dependable. You see a person whose inner voice aligns with action, whose integrity is intact, whose identity is trustworthy. There is no guilt. There is no regret. There is only presence, power, and peace. Do what you said. Finish what you start. Show up again. These are not commands of discipline alone. They are declarations of self-respect. They are affirmation loops turned into tangible results. Your behavior confirms your capability. Your follow-through solidifies your credibility. Your follow-through solidifies your credibility. Your persistence becomes identity. The old self may resist. It may protest with excuses. It may replay past failures as justification. Acknowledge the history, but do not surrender to it. The new self learns, adapts, and persists. You build trust not by denying challenges, but by meeting them. You cultivate strength not by avoiding difficulty, but by demonstrating consistency within it. Every morning, every task, every interaction becomes a training ground. Each time you keep a promise to yourself, you reinforce the fortress walls. Each time you fail, you observe, correct, and try again. There is no shame in the lesson, only opportunity for reinforcement. Small bricks accumulate into massive strength. Repetition transforms learning into instinct. Integrity becomes second nature. Emotional pacing flows through this process. Doubt rises, confrontation engages, disciplined action executes, pride settles. You feel hesitation, and you choose courage. You feel resistance, and you choose consistency. You feel uncertainty, and you choose action. The rhythm strengthens character. The pattern forms identity. You are no longer fragile in your own eyes. You are reliable. You are steady. You are capable. You are disciplined. You are trusted by yourself. And self-trust radiates outward. It influences decisions, relationships, productivity, and happiness. It becomes the central pillar on which your life is built. Step into this awareness now. Feel the foundation solidified beneath your feet. Every command followed, every promise kept, every act of showing up layers strength upon strength. You are building more than habits. You are building a fortress. You are building self-respect. You are building resilience that no external circumstance can dismantle. Do what you said, finish what you start, show up again. Say it clearly, I keep my word to myself. With each repetition, your mind, body, and spirit integrate the principle. With each repetition, self-trust grows unshakable. With each repetition, you rise above the hesitation of the old self. And as this fortress solidifies, you begin to move forward with clarity, confidence, and power. No longer unsure, no longer fragmented, no longer dependent on external validation. Your internal authority is established. You are steadfast. You are prepared. You are unstoppable. The walls of your inner fortress are strong. The bricks are your actions, your choices, your integrity. And as you continue to build, there is no limit to the life you can command, no boundary to the person you can become. Stand now in that certainty. Feel the weight of trust beneath you. Feel pride rising within. Know that every decision made in alignment with your word is a brick laid in perpetuity. And with that, nothing can shake you. Chapter 7. The power of silence and focus. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is not weakness. Silence is strength. In a world overflowing with noise, notifications, opinions, advice, expectations, your energy is constantly drained. Every interruption chips away at focus. Every conversation without purpose consumes mental space. Every distraction diminishes power. Yet some of the strongest leaders, the most successful creators, move quietly. They conserve energy. They observe. They act with precision. They execute loudly, but they speak softly, if at all. Silence is strategic. Privacy is powerful. By withholding reaction, by keeping thoughts and plans contained, you maintain clarity. You protect your energy. You preserve momentum. You cultivate patience. You sharpen intention. The quieter you are in preparation, the louder your results will resonate. Reduce noise. Trim the inputs that do not serve your purpose. Limit the distractions that drain focus. Step away from conversations that dilute vision. Protect your mind like a sacred space. Silence is not isolation. Silence is preservation. Silence is the soil where strength grows. Guard your circle. Energy is contagious. The people around you influence your state of mind. Some lift you, others deplete you. Choose carefully who enters your inner space. Not for ego, not for status, but for alignment. Protect your environment as fiercely as you protect your intentions. Your circle can accelerate growth or sabotage progress. Guard it diligently. Focus deeply. Once distractions are minimized and your circle is refined, immerse yourself in the work that matters. Deep focus transforms effort into mastery. It converts intention into results. 1 uninterrupted hour of concentrated effort outweighs 10 scattered hours. Guard this time. Protect it like your most valuable asset. Your energy is precious. Treat it accordingly. Consider the story of a leader who moves quietly. They observe the room, take in information without comment, gather insight without broadcast, and then act decisively. When results appear, the world notices the impact, but the effort remained largely unseen. The power lies in preparation and focus, not in attention-seeking. Every distraction you block is a brick in the foundation of mastery. Every moment of undisturbed work strengthens identity. Every time you choose focus over noise, you assert authority over your life. Block distractions. Lock in. Work. Work again. Rise. Transformation comes through repeated practice. Each day you train silence. Each day you protect focus. You shape the person you become. The discipline of quiet preparation leads to unshakable execution. You learn to move with intention rather than impulse, to observe before reacting, to act decisively instead of scattering energy. Your identity shifts. You are no longer a passive participant in life. You are the disciplined architect of your future. You design, you plan, you execute, and every action aligns with your purpose. Silence also allows reflection. In quiet, You examine patterns, adjust strategy, and anticipate challenges. Noise blinds, silence reveals, focus sharpens, execution amplifies. The combination of these elements makes you formidable. Imagine your life built this way. Days of deliberate attention, weeks of concentrated effort, months of refined skill. Your energy is preserved, your mind is sharp, your influence is undeniable. You do not chase approval, you do not react impulsively, you act with precision. The world will continue to demand attention, to offer distractions, to insist on urgency. You will feel the pull. You will sense the temptation to scatter your energy. Pause, breathe, recall the principle. Silence is strength, focus is power. Your life is yours to construct deliberately. Block distractions, lock in, work again, rise. Notice the momentum building. Each act of disciplined focus accumulates. Each boundary enforced strengthens identity. Each silent decision reinforces authority over self. Results begin to appear, not because you saw recognition, but because preparation met opportunity. Your inner energy, once fragmented, becomes consolidated. Your mind, once scattered, becomes precise. Your actions, once reactive, become deliberate. You become a force moving quietly but striking powerfully. Say it aloud now. I focus. I execute. Feel the assertion of control. Feel the alignment of thought, energy, and action. The combination of silence and focus cultivates mastery. It shields you from chaos, allowing you to navigate challenges with composure and clarity. This discipline is not temporary. It is habitual. It becomes the architecture of your life. The quieter you move internally, the more commanding your presence externally. The less you react to noise, the more forceful your results. You are no longer distracted by minor disturbances. You are no longer influenced by irrelevant chatter. You are steady, intentional, and in command. The energy you preserve is the power you deploy. The transformation peaks here. Rapid repetition solidifies identity. Block distractions. Lock in. Work again. Rise. Momentum compounds. Focus deepens. Execution strengthens. You are building a life of deliberate impact, of precise action, of unstoppable energy. And as this practice embeds, you realize silence is not absence. Silence is command. Focus is not limitation. Focus is liberation. Together they make you unshakable, disciplined, and profoundly effective. Chapter 8. Turning pain into purpose. Pain is inevitable. It arrives uninvited, unannounced, relentless. It leaves marks on your body, traces on your heart, echoes in your mind. Scars remind you of struggle, wounds whisper of failure, loss imprints itself deeply. You feel it fully. You acknowledge it. You honor it. This is not weakness, this is human. But here is the truth. You are not your hardship. You are not defined by what has hurt you, by what has been taken, or by the circumstances that tested you. Pain is information. It is a signal. It is data that guides you. It is raw material, waiting to be transformed. Consider coal under pressure. Dark, unyielding, overlooked, ordinary, yet beneath weight, beneath heat, beneath relentless force, a transformation occurs. A diamond emerges, a gem of strength, clarity, and value. You are that coal. Pain is the pressure. Purpose is the diamond, and you are forging it every day. Look closely at your own life. Identify the moments that left you raw, moments that demanded endurance, moments that threatened to break you. Each carries information. Each contains direction. Each is a teacher, silent but profound. Your task is not to erase the memory of struggle, but to extract the lesson hidden within it. Convert pain into direction. Do not numb it. Do not avoid it. Face it. Examine it. Ask, what is this telling me? What can I do differently? Where does this energy need to flow? Every scar, every setback, every heartbreak contains the seed of opportunity. You simply have to locate it, nurture it, and act. The world may tempt you to claim identity from your suffering. I am broken because of this. I am defeated because of that. Resist this temptation. The old self clings to narrative, ruminates endlessly, and allows circumstance to dictate identity. The new self extracts fuel. You learn to separate event from essence. Pain informs action, not self-definition. Delayed gratification strengthens this process. Immediate relief is fleeting. Transformation takes time, patience, and persistence. One day, you look back and realize that the energy once spent on anguish has been redirected into growth, discipline, and focus. Your scars become maps, your memories become mentors, your losses become leverage. Command yourself. Convert pain into direction. Let every difficult moment point to a choice, to a plan, to a forward movement. Stop consuming energy in blame. Stop replaying setbacks. Allocate mental bandwidth toward solutions, toward preparation, toward action that matters. This is strength. This is mastery. This is transformation in motion. Imagine the narrative of your life 1 year from now. You tell the story of hardship not as a victim, but as a strategist. Every challenge you faced is a plot point in the story of growth. Every scar is a mark of endurance. Every moment of despair is a lesson in resilience. You speak from a position of power, authority, and clarity. Others listen inspired. You are not defined by what happened. You are defined by what you became in response. My past fuels my power. Say it clearly, repeat it often. Let it anchor your identity in capability rather than limitation. Let it remind you that the forces that once threatened to break you now propel you forward. Let it guide action, sharpen focus, and sustain determination. Every day, new pressure arrives. The heat of challenge intensifies. And with each challenge, you have the opportunity to refine your diamond. Choose to extract the lesson, to redirect energy, to transform pain into actionable insight. Let nothing of value be wasted. Every difficulty can be converted into momentum. Every hardship can become your compass. The emotional rise comes naturally. Acknowledge the scar, feel the sting, then direct the energy outward. Do not linger in sorrow. Do not stew in resentment. Harness the intensity. Channel it deliberately. Redirect it toward mastery, growth, and creation. Your identity strengthens through repetition. Each instance of confronting pain and converting it into purpose reinforces the neural pathways of resilience. Each act teaches self-reliance. Each erection solidifies clarity. Over time, this becomes instinct. Pain is no longer a threat. Pain is a tool. Pain is information. Pain becomes purpose. Visualize your life like coal under immense pressure. Each trial, each setback, each wound contributes to the crystallization process. You endure, you adapt, you grow, you adapt, you grow, you refine. And over time, brilliance emerges from struggle. Your presence, influence, and capabilities reflect this transformation. The diamond shines because of the pressure, not in spite of it. Stop perceiving past hardship as a burden. Start viewing it as fuel. Start viewing it as instruction. Start viewing it as energy that, when directed intentionally, multiplies strength, insight, and impact. Pain is not permanent defeat. It is temporary input. The output is the version of you who rises stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Command yourself daily. Extract insight. Find direction. Deploy energy. Transform adversity. Turn scars into strategy. Convert setbacks into preparation. Let hardship become a laboratory of mastery. Let struggle refine character. Let difficulty sharpen focus. Let loss expand capacity. Imagine telling your story from this vantage. You speak with authority, with presence, with confidence. The narrative is yours. The power belongs to you. No longer a victim, no longer reactive, no longer defined by circumstance. You are the alchemist of experience, the strategist of hardship, the architect of resilience. My past fuels my power. Let it echo, let it embed, let it guide each decision, each action, each plan. You are no longer coal, you are diamond. You are unbreakable, you are transformed, and the story of your life continues, forward shining, precise, unstoppable. Chapter 9. Leadership over your thoughts. Your mind is a battlefield. The terrain is invisible, yet every thought shapes reality. Every internal dialogue, every whispered judgment, every fleeting doubt either builds you or breaks you. For too long, the old self has held the pen, scripting narratives that limit, constrain, and undermine your potential. But no longer. You are stepping into authority. You are assuming leadership over your thoughts. You are rewriting the story your mind tells itself. Interrupt negativity. Notice the criticism before it embeds. Catch the self-doubt before it dictates action. Challenge the automatic patterns of thinking that keep you small. Stop the loop of comparison, hesitation, and fear before it spirals. You are not powerless. You are not subject to random thought. You are the commander of internal dialogue. Replace weakness with strength. Every time a thought arises that diminishes confidence, that whispers uncertainty, replace it deliberately. Speak strength internally. Affirm capability. Declare competence. Repeat, I am capable. I am prepared. I am strong. These words are not idle. They are commands that retrain neural pathways, reprogram perception, and align mind with purpose. The confrontation with the old self intensifies. It protests. It recalls past failures. It recalls past failures. It whispers excuses. It reminds you of doubt, fear, and hesitation. You hear it, you acknowledge it, but you do not obey it. Leadership is not avoidance. Leadership is engagement. You confront the old self directly, assert your authority, and set boundaries for thought. Enough doubt, enough delay. You lead now. You decide now. Move. The mind responds to consistent commands. Every interruption of negativity, every deliberate injection of strength, every repeated declaration of capability strengthens your internal command center. Weak patterns weaken. Strong patterns dominate. Over time, the mind accepts leadership as default. Leadership over thoughts becomes identity, not effort. Notice the subtle shifts. Your focus sharpens, your decisions accelerate, your inner confidence grows, the trivial anxieties fade, the small distractions lose grip. You no longer react to every impulse. You respond with clarity, purpose, and authority. Every challenge now is met with internal guidance rather than reflexive doubt. The old self still whispers occasionally, but its power has diminished. Its narratives no longer define you. You are now the author, the commander, the strategist. You guide perception, direct energy, and orchestrate response. Speak strength internally. Build resilience through deliberate affirmation. Repeat your commands to yourself. I lead my mind. I am capable. I act decisively. Each repetition compounds identity. Each command asserts authority. Each declaration cements leadership. Internal dialogue redesign is not theoretical. It is practical. It manifests in every choice, every action, every interaction. Decisions become faster. Productivity increases, emotional resilience strengthens, focus intensifies. The quality of your life improves, not because circumstances change, but because your mind leads differently. Transformation occurs in bursts of deliberate practice. Every moment you notice a negative thought and intervene, you grow stronger. Every time you replace hesitation with decisive affirmation, you reinforce identity. Every act of self-command strengthens the neural architecture of mastery. Leadership over your thoughts is not optional. It is foundational. It is foundational. It is the command center from which every achievement radiates. Without it, effort dissipates. With it, you move through life aligned, powerful, and unstoppable. Enough doubt, enough delay. You lead now. You decide now. Move. Internal authority becomes habit. Authority becomes habit. Authority becomes instinct. Instinct becomes identity. The mind, once a source of friction and distraction, now becomes your ally, a precise instrument of focus, clarity, and execution. Say it now with conviction. I lead my mind. Every repetition strengthens control. Every affirmation builds resilience. Every intervention reinforces capability. Your internal narrative no longer sabotages, it supports. Your mind now executes in alignment with intention. Your thoughts amplify action rather than obstruct it. The old self may persist, but it has been reduced to whispers. Your commands dominate, your vision directs, your energy flows intentionally. Your confidence is unshakable. Leadership over your thoughts culminates in decisive presence. You navigate complexity without internal chaos. You act deliberately. You create impact. You guide yourself before the world demands direction. You no longer wait. You no longer hesitate. You lead internally and therefore externally. Every day, every choice, every thought now passes through the filter of leadership. You interrupt negativity. You replace weakness. You speak strength internally. You guide your mind with authority. You command your narrative. Enough doubt. Enough delay. You lead now. You decide now, move, and as you step forward, every decision, every action, every interaction aligns with the command of your internal authority. The mind, once scattered, is now focused. The self, once uncertain, is now decisive. You are unstoppable. Repeat it, feel it, own it. I lead my mind. You are no longer subject to circumstance. You are the strategist of your inner world. You are the commander of your thoughts. You are a leader of self, and through that, a leader of life. Chapter 10. Discipline as daily freedom. Discipline is not restriction. Discipline is liberation. Many confuse structure with limitation, rules with confinement, obligation with burden. But discipline is the anchor in turbulent seas. It stabilizes the mind, strengthens resolve, and generates the freedom to act with clarity, intention, and purpose. Without it, life drifts. Without it, energy disperses. Without it, potential is squandered. With it, you harness the currents of time, focus, and energy to build a life of power. Plan your day. Every morning, decide in advance where your attention will go. Map the hours with intention. Identify priorities. Define non-negotiables. Structure is not rigidity. It is a tool that channels action efficiently. It prevents reaction. It secures energy for what matters most. Each plan becomes a blueprint for mastery. Each decision a brick in the foundation of consistency. Execute fully. A plan without execution is a mat that never guides. Discipline demands follow-through. Begin and complete each task you commit to. No shortcuts, no excuses. Action reinforces identity. Action transforms intention into reality. Each completed step strengthens confidence, reinforces competence, and expands capacity. Momentum compounds. Review honestly. At the close of the day, assess performance without judgment, without shame, without blame. Identify gaps, celebrate wins, and adjust. Honest reflection converts effort into learning, strengthens accountability, and primes you for tomorrow. Discipline thrives on self-awareness and iterative improvement. Resistance arises. Early mornings feel heavy. Temptations of comfort pull at you. Laziness whispers. Procrastination seduces. Acknowledge it. Feel it. Do not succumb. Resistance is the proving ground for mastery. Each act of choice over inertia builds a neural network of resilience. Each decision to follow through fortifies identity. The metaphor of strong roots in deep soil illustrates this principle. A tree may sway in wind, may endure drought, may resist storms, yet it stands firm. Its roots, deep and structured, provide stability, anchor, and nourishment. So too with disciplined daily action. Your structure becomes your support, your internal framework for growth, and your invisible power. Daily discipline produces calm strength. Emotional fluctuations lessen. Focus sharpens, confidence expands. The mind no longer vacillates with every circumstance. Stability breeds creativity. Stability breeds productivity. Stability breeds freedom. The freedom to act decisively. The freedom to lead your life. The freedom to pursue vision without internal resistance. Imagine 5 years of disciplined days. The compounding effect is monumental. Skills, relationships, accomplishments, character and mindset all expand exponentially. Decisions become faster. Energy is abundant. Mastery emerges. You are no longer reacting to circumstance. You are architecting your life. The tree grows tall because its roots are strong. You grow unstoppable because your daily actions are consistent. Plan your day, execute fully, review honestly, repeat. The rhythm of discipline shapes identity. It converts fleeting motivation into sustained capability. It transforms intention into habit, habit into character, character into legacy. Every task completed, every plan executed, every reflection embraced compounds into emotional stability and enduring power. Your old self may resist. It may seek excuses. It may argue that freedom is chaos, that spontaneity is superior, that structure is unnecessary. You acknowledge these voices, then you act anyway. Each act of disciplined choice weakens the old patterns and strengthens the new identity of self-leadership. Satisfaction arises naturally. As tasks are completed, as routines are followed, as reflection sharpens awareness, calm strength settles in. You feel the internal alignment between intention, action, and result. Emotional turbulence diminishes, clarity increases, presence solidifies. You discover that true freedom is not absence of structure, it is mastery of it. Every morning becomes a strategic opportunity. Every evening becomes a laboratory for improvement. Every decision becomes a deliberate choice, not a reaction to circumstance. Discipline is not a burden. It is the vehicle for freedom, influence, and achievement. Plan your day. Execute fully. Review honestly. Repeat. Picture yourself 5 years from now. Each day disciplined, each action deliberate, each reflection honest. The compounded effect is extraordinary. Your mind is steady. Your energy is abundant, your results are inevitable, your life is anchored in purpose, clarity, and mastery. The freedom you experience is born of structure. The strength you wield emerges from repetition, and the impact you create flows from consistent leadership of self. Discipline as daily freedom. This is your framework. This is your foundation. This is your power. Plan your day. Execute fully. Review honestly. Repeat, and as each day unfolds within this framework, resistance diminishes, confidence rises, clarity strengthens, and freedom becomes the natural state of your life. You are rooted, you are anchored, you are unstoppable. Chapter 11. Becoming the calm in chaos is inevitable. It arrives in every life, in every career, in every relationship. Crises emerge without warning, deadlines collapse, conflicts erupt. Emergencies demand attention, and uncertainty spreads like wildfire. Most people react with panic, with haste, with scattered energy. They amplify disorder, feeding the storm instead of controlling it. You, however, are stepping into a different role. You are the stabilizer. You are the calm. You are the presence that anchors the room. Slow your breath. Inhale deliberately. Exhale fully. Feel the pulse of life within you, steady, constant, unshakable. Breath is your first tool in mastering chaos. It signals your nervous system, presence over panic, awareness over reaction, leadership over surrender. 1. Controlled breath recalibrates the body. 2. Create clarity. 3. Solidify command. Lower your voice. Words carry energy, loudness fuels panic. Sharp tones escalate tension. Calm speech, measured and deliberate, transmits control. It signals to others that you are present, capable, and unwavering. You do not need to shout to be heard. Your presence is louder than any raised voice. Increase your clarity. Observation becomes your ally. Focus on the facts, not the noise. Prioritize what demands immediate attention. Evaluate options methodically. Map the path forward. In clarity, there is power. In clarity, there is influence. Your mind becomes a compass amid chaos, guiding action with precision. Consider the story of a crisis scenario. The room erupts, conflict, confusion, tension. Decisions must be made. Timelines shrink. Emotions surge. Most react instinctively, panic dictating choices. Yet one person stands firm, breath controlled, voice steady, mind clear, decisions deliberate, action calculated, others begin to mirror this calm. Energy stabilizes, order emerges, productivity resumes, leadership radiates without force, commanding without coercion. Stand firm, speak steady, move wisely. Others feel your strength. You are grounded. The emotional rise is intentional. You acknowledge the chaos without succumbing to it. You witness the fear, the confusion, the noise, and you do not internalize it. You accept it, contain it, and redirect it. Your presence becomes a stabilizing force, influencing behavior, decisions, and outcomes. Identity affirmation escalates. You are the calm in every room. You are the stabilizer when pressure intensifies. You are the person others unconsciously look to for guidance. Presence is not performative. It is cultivated through repeated mastery of internal state. Your steadiness becomes habit. Your authority becomes instinct. Your composure becomes identity. Rapid crescendo reinforces transformation. Stand firm. Speak steady. Move wisely. Others feel your strength. You are grounded. Every controlled breath, every measured word, every decisive action compounds authority. You influence without domination. You lead without panic. You model calm in real time. Others mirror your energy because you have mastered your own. Presence is contagious. Influence multiplies, and chaos bends to intentionality. Imagine yourself in high-pressure scenarios, responding with unwavering composure. The deadlines shrink, the stakes rise, the noise escalates, and yet you remain steady. Decisions are clear. Communication is precise. Action is deliberate. You guide the room without effort, not because you demand control, but because your inner state exerts influence naturally. I am steady. Say it, repeat it, feel it embed in your posture, your tone, your actions. Let it saturate identity. Let it become a lens through which every crisis is interpreted, every challenge approached, every decision executed. You are no longer reactive. You are not tossed by circumstance. You are the anchor. You are the presence that others unconsciously follow. You radiate clarity, control, and assurance. You command energy without controlling people. You exert influence without force. You move wisely. You act decisively. You lead internally, and the room responds externally. Every stressful interaction becomes a training ground. Every unpredictable scenario is an opportunity to reinforce calm. Every ripple of chaos becomes a space to demonstrate mastery of self. Your steadiness, repeated consistently, builds reputation, trust, and invisible authority. Others recognize it instinctively, respond intuitively, and mirror your energy naturally. Stand firm, speak steady, move wisely. Others feel your strength. You are grounded. Your calm is not superficial. It is cultivated. It is reinforced. It is habitual. It is habitual. It is identity. You have trained yourself to observe without reacting, to feel without being overwhelmed, to act with clarity in the eye of the storm. You are the presence that converts disorder into actionable insight, fear into focus, tension into opportunity. Crisis may continue, noise may persist, pressure may intensify, yet your internal state remains constant. You lead internally, you influence externally, you influence externally. You rise above panic, modeling steadiness that others emulate unconsciously. I am steady. Let it resonate. Let it guide thought, speech, and action. Let it anchor every decision, every move, every word. You are the calm in the storm, the center in the chaos, the stabilizer others rely upon. And as you continue, every crisis, every challenge, every unpredictable moment is met with composure, clarity, and deliberate action. You are grounded, you are steady, you are unshakable. Chapter 12. Living as the person who chooses joy, daily happiness is not something you stumble upon. It is not a reward for circumstance. It is a decision. It is a practice. It is an identity you cultivate through deliberate choice, disciplined action, and consistent presence. You no longer chase it. You no longer wait for it to arrive. You embody it. Every thought, every action, every breath reflects the person who has mastered the art of choosing joy daily. Choose joy. This is the first command, simple yet profound. Each morning, each interaction, each moment presents an opportunity to decide, to react with bitterness or to respond with clarity, to dwell on difficulty or to seek insight, to give in to distraction or to engage fully with life. Choosing joy is choosing alignment with purpose. Choosing joy is asserting leadership over your inner world. Choosing joy is reclaiming power from circumstance. Choose growth. Happiness is inseparable from development. It is the product of incremental improvement, the result of stretching beyond comfort, the consequence of becoming more than yesterday. Growth demands consistency, resilience, and courage. Each choice you make, each challenge you face, each skill you master compounds into emotional strength. Growth amplifies joy, just as discipline solidifies freedom. You are no longer passive. You are an architect of life, deliberately designing the experience you inhabit. Choose leadership. Internal leadership is the foundation of external influence. You govern your thoughts. You lead your emotions. You act with integrity. You maintain self-trust. You convert pain into purpose. You stabilize chaos. You embody discipline. You guide yourself first, and the world responds. By choosing leadership daily, you command your narrative, craft your future, and demonstrate to yourself that happiness is not a fleeting visitor, it is your inheritance. Reflect on the journey you have traversed. Ownership of your mind, mastery of emotion, deliberate discipline, strategic gratitude, transforming pain, cultivating calm, building self-trust. Each chapter has reinforced a principle. Each lesson has strengthened identity. Each practice has created momentum. Now all integrate into a single, cohesive force, the person who wins. Repeat it internally: ownership, discipline, self-trust, purpose. Each word a pillar supporting your identity. Ownership declares, I am responsible for my state. Discipline ensures structure and stability. Self-trust guarantees consistency. Purpose directs energy with precision. Together, these pillars construct the architecture of joy that no circumstance can dismantle. Extend this vision into the future. Imagine decades of emotional mastery. Picture yourself at every stage of life, meeting challenge with clarity, reacting with calm, acting decisively, and choosing joy deliberately. Each decision builds on the last. Each repetition compounds strength. You are no longer reactive. You are proactive. You are steady. You are stoppable. Imagine decades of mornings where intention guides your focus. Imagine decades of moments where pain is converted into purpose. Imagine decades of interactions where calm becomes influence. Imagine decades of interaction multiplies strength. This is not fantasy, it is the natural result of practiced identity, the inevitable product of repeated choice. Choose joy. Choose growth. Choose leadership. Let these commands echo in your mind until they become instinct. Let them structure your internal dialogue, reinforce your identity, and guide every decision. Let them anchor you when storms arrive, when pressure mounts, when circumstances tempt distraction. You are fortified internally. You are practiced externally. You are unstoppable. Ownership, discipline, self-trust, purpose. Repeat them, live them, breathe them. These are not abstractions. They are your tools, your weapons, your foundation. Every decision, every action, every thought is now filtered through this lens. Your internal architecture guarantees that joy is not dependent on luck, environment, or outcome. It is an expression of who you are becoming. Feel the identity take shape. Each repetition of command, each reflection of mastery, each moment of deliberate choice solidifies the neural pathways of happiness. Your brain, your heart, your body all align with the same principle. You are the person who chooses joy. You do not surrender to circumstance. You do not yield to negativity. You rise consistently, deliberately, intentionally. The old self may still whisper doubt, but it no longer commands attention. Hesitation may appear, but you do not act on it. Challenges may arrive, but you respond strategically. Resistance may persist, but momentum carries you forward. You are becoming the person who wins. Imagine life decades from now, decades of deliberate choice. Your mornings are intentional, your challenges are opportunities, your actions are precise, your emotions are steady. You face uncertainty with clarity, difficulty with purpose, and chaos with composure. The person you are now cultivating is the person who dominates circumstance, not the one controlled by it. Reinforce it. You are becoming the person who wins. This identity, forged through every lesson, every command, every practice, now defines you. Ownership is instinct. Discipline is habit. Self-trust is automatic. Purpose drives every action. Happiness is not a guest. It's your essence, your natural state, your inheritance. Choose joy. Choose growth. Choose leadership. Stand in this moment. Feel the integration of all you have learned. Notice the energy flowing through you, the stability, the clarity, the empowerment. This is the culmination of effort, focus, and deliberate practice. This is mastery manifested. This is the life of the person who chooses joy daily. Every breath, every thought, every decision, every action now affirms this truth. You no longer chase happiness, you embody it, you lead your mind, you master your emotions, you act decisively. You live intentionally, you master your emotions, you act decisively, you live intentionally. You are steady, resilient, and powerful. Ownership, discipline, self-trust, purpose. Repetition solidifies identity. Momentum becomes legacy. This is your practice. This is your path. This is your identity. This is your choice. You are becoming the person who wins. And from this day forward, every moment is an opportunity to choose joy, choose growth, and choose leadership. You began this journey searching for happiness. You finish it understanding power. Life will continue to challenge you. Obstacles will appear, uncertainty will knock, and pressure will demand your attention. Yet you are no longer shaken. You have cultivated internal authority. You know how to act. You know how to lead your mind. You know who you are becoming. Happiness is no longer a fragile guest. It is trained. It is deliberate. It is chosen. It is constructed daily, brick by brick, action by action, breath by breath. You no longer wait for circumstances to align. You create alignment within yourself. You are the architect of your emotional state, the commander of your inner world, the leader of your life. Consider who you were before this transformation: reactive, uncertain, waiting for something external to grant approval or joy. Now, you are steady, intentional, empowered. You respond rather than react. You act with clarity. You lead yourself before leading others. This is your new standard, not perfection, but progress. Not ease, but strength. Say it clearly. I rise. I decide who I become. I choose joy. Feel the weight of these words embedding in posture, mind, and action. Let them guide every decision, every interaction, every challenge. Carry them into tomorrow. Carry them into pressure. Carry them into opportunity. Your excuses are gone. Your hesitation is gone. Your uncertainty has been replaced by deliberate action. Stand up, focus, lead your inner world, choose greatness, and then continue to choose it every single day. Through storms, through triumphs, through monotony, through the unexpected, you rise. You decide. You embody joy. You have become the person who wins.